This is your check-in reading for the month of September 2022. I am your host, Miracle Baby 777, home of the intuitives. And before we get started, I just want to pick up on your energy because I'm vibing. Virgo, new moon in Virgo. So a lot of this energy is for Virgo. A lot of this energy is for Aries, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius. I think all of the signs actually. All right, and so before we get started, I'm just kind of like picking up. Okay, so right now, everything should feel uncomfortable. Home and intuitives, whatever you're going through right now, it should feel very uncomfortable. All right, so either it could be your relationship is uncomfortable, okay, your job, something is new, okay. Now many of you are cardinals and mutable signs, but especially as far as like Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, I'm sorry, excuse me, Scorpio. So Aquarius, Taurus, all right, Scorpio, I say Leo. All right, Leo. All right, so anyway, all of you guys you're feeling very stuck right now. Not stuck necessarily stuck physically or mentally, but there was a situation where you were just stuck in. All right, so Spirit had to come through and make some changes. Now, these changes were abrupt. These changes might have taken place, and it was something that you were not experiencing, or you were prepared for. I feel like you were prepared for these changes, but I felt like you might have went against time, and I felt like you didn't properly, and you planned. The thing about it is you actually have a plan. Many of you have a plan. Some of you do not have a plan, but many of you have a plan. And so at this time, I feel like right now, many of you are beginning to execute. Some of you actually have to hit rock bottom in order to be able to take over and be the person or do the things that you're needing to do in this lifetime. And I feel like some of you just kind of got comfortable. All right, so Spirit had to wake you up. Spirit had to make a change. Spirit had to transition your life in the best way. Now, the thing about it is, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it doesn't feel good, but it's for the best. Now, the good thing about it is the fact that you're getting readings and the fact that you're able to, I don't know, get a little cheat code. All right, got a little cheat code going on. So the fact that you're able to get one up on everything or everyone else, I feel like this is how you're able to kind of beat the game. So we're going to go ahead and pick up on some energy. This is just a quick message. This message isn't here for long, but I was downloading over the weekend. And so, like, again, change. All right, so but this is a time to reset, restart, and regroup. So the 3 R's: restart, reset, regroup. The 3 R's: restart, reset, and regroup. A fresh new start comes in when the restarting, though. When you're restarting or you're starting over, okay, maybe there was a plan that you executed and you realize, okay, this may not be the way that I wanted to go. All right, so I'm willing to make a change. Okay, so something is no longer, I don't know, it's like someone was beating you at your own game. And so now you have made some changes, and so now you're able to outsmart your enemy or outsmart the competitor or outsmart the system. All right, there's something that you're outsmarting right now. Okay, so even though if you look around, obviously you look around, your circumstances are not the best, or maybe you're just in a unusual circumstance, but I feel like the circumstance is usual because I feel like you've been here before. It's a cycle. I don't know if we're going through a Mercury retrograde. I'm not sure. I haven't tapped into the planets here lately. I just only tapped into the moon. Okay. And so there is some type of energy where it's going on, where it's taking place, where, you know, there's energy taking place where you have to pretty much walk away from old habits. And it's like there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like many of you are doing research. I feel like many of us are doing research over our lives or just doing researches over our studies. Okay, things that you actually study. Because I feel like some of you are into philosophy, or some of you are just into in a space where you're in school, Okay, or you're in a new trade. All right, or you're taking a new course, a new class. Okay, in order to increase your money, finances, or intelligence. Okay, so yes, it's a painful ending that we all are experiencing right now. When I say we all, I feel like people are in the universe, no matter where you are in this at this experience at this particular time. Something is very painful when it's an ending. All right, so there's something that's taking place and it's an ending, and it has to be done. It has to be ended in each way possible. Now, it is hard. It is hard to maneuver through this energy because this energy is not, you know, it's not the best. I will say, right? It's not the best. But what I will say is it's worth it. And it brings on new triumphs. Okay, many of you could be meditating. I feel like many of you are traveling to actually go meditate somewhere. Many of you are actually traveling. I feel like you just whatever you just went through, because this is the current energy. The current energy, week 1, boom. September 1st, boom. We starting off. Okay, don't forget, I am getting ready to do the monthly breakdowns for each sign. But for home intuitives, I like to give y'all some things up front. I always like to give you a little bit more than the average, I should say, because it's home and intuitives. We at the house. So this is the type of conversations or the type of talks and walks and that you have before you even hit the world, or before you hit the city or the town or wherever you are. Okay, before you go to work. Okay, before your kids go to school. Okay, before you go to church. Okay, before your lover wakes up in the morning. Okay, this is home of the intuitive. So this is where you check in every day, or you at least check in to your higher self. It's not about me. It's not about the house. It's more so about who you are. Now, what we're doing at this time is we're creating routines. Okay, we're creating routines. So no matter where you are, no matter where you at in life, I have created a system or a routine for you that you can tap into each and every day, no matter who you are. It does not require you going out and buying stuff. It doesn't require anything besides earth, wind, and fire, and water. Okay, your 4 elements. And you can get that by any means necessary. You can go outside and get all 4 elements outside. Okay, so what's the overall energy for the home intuitives? I'm just going to be pretty much doing these readings. But here's the thing. I feel like when I'm in my personal, okay, so awareness. Awareness is the overall energy. Truth and awareness. And you're going through a transformation. So, like, again, this is what's happening. This is what's taking place. Because, you know, everything is going to get a whole lot better. You have to trust. Because harvest season is coming up, which is like our fall season. It's our autumn season, okay? It's our season with Libra and Scorpio, okay? So those are our seasons that we want to be able to harvest. So right now we got to get our shit together. Virgo season is all about getting your shit together. Virgo season is all about putting you in place. Okay, starting you over, getting you a fresh start, no matter what you're going through, even if you had to start another job. Okay, maybe you're starting from ground up. Okay, maybe your business endeavor, it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. Maybe you've been working for a company for many years, and now it's time for you to branch out there. It's time for you to start something new. And many of you could just be going fresh on retirement. I don't know why I'm picking up, but I'm picking up like people, it's like 43 and plus for some reason. 43 plus. It's like those are the energies that I'm picking up on. And I just feel like so many of you are going through retirement. Many of you just getting back into the working field, but you don't really want to do too much. But you're happy because I feel like many of you are just now being in a space of, especially like if you were living on some type of pension, or you were living off some type of retirement, if you were living off some type of funding, whatever type of funding you were living off of, it ran out, right? 10 of Swords, boom. It hit you with the 10 of Swords so quick. It's like, okay, so life changed. Now whenever you became aware, or many may have not became aware then, you're becoming aware now. All right, so your awareness is on point. All right, so you in awareness. Okay, like just now I had awareness of my posture. I want to be able to sit up. I want to be able to, okay, be firm. Okay, when I'm speaking to people now, like, I don't know. Like, what? No, I want to be able to stand up and I want to be able to speak. I want to be able to hold conferences or conversations with all types of people, not just people that are in the spiritual realm. Okay, I love us, right? It's home and intuitive, but remember, this is house, this is home. This is where we're going to chill. Okay, this is where we get our thoughts together. We do our daily routines. This is our grounding area. This is where we eat. This is where our vitamins are. This is where our herbs. This is, okay, this is always taking place of home and intuitives. Okay, so at some point, there's going to be nurses in here, herbalists in here. There's going to be people in, there's going to be all type of different people in here that's going to be able to give us jewels and on how to stay healthy, herbs on how to stay healthy. Of course, I'm going to be dropping jewels because, of course, I always do the best that I can. But, of course, this is a team. This is a family, no matter where you go. And the thing about home and intuitives, I do not expect you to be here. You may spend years here. You may spend months here. You may spend a day here. You may spend months. You may spend weeks here, okay? I don't expect you to be here all the time, but just always know that this is a place that you can always come home to. All right? Never forget your roots. Never forget where you started. Okay? Because there's somebody in this circle that is just like you. There's somebody, I promise you. Home and intuitives, there's somebody in this circle that is just like you. And speaking of, September is the month that we're getting ready to go into foster children. We're getting ready to go into orphans. Okay? Many of you out there are definitely orphans. Many of you out there are foster children. Okay? Many of you had to go through different foster cares or foster homes, and then all of a sudden you stepped out here. I don't care about your wealth. I don't care about where you are now in life. At the end of the day, there's still a job that you have to do, and there's still souls that you have to save if you're home and intuitives. That is a huge responsibility, but at the end of the day, you're more than welcome to be able to exit out, make an exit left or right, whichever way suits best for you. Be careful because we got the goons at the door, all right, and they love to shoot because we accept everybody here, all right. So this may not be the place for you, but just make sure you go out and you leave out gracefully. So some of you are exiting or leaving out situations gracefully. It's like you don't really want any drama. You don't want to cause any commotion because at the end of the day, it's unnecessary. It's not worth it. And at the end of the day, there's a root of understanding, okay? And it's all about accountability. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. This conversation that we're having has nothing to do with anyone else. Well, I'm in this situation because, or I'm here because, I did this because, you made me do this because. All of those type of conversations, I promise you, you will not be home of the intuitives. And honestly, to get into this gate, it takes a lot to be able to be in this position. It takes a lot to be able to uphold who you are and stand for something and stand on something while being 10 toes down. And that goes with any situation that you're going through. Yes, it's uncomfortable. You may cry some tears. Some of you are so immune to crying that right now is not even a time for you to cry. I feel like somebody's entrapped. I feel like somebody, loved one is kidnapped, or I don't know, somebody's dealing with some type of trafficking here. But all right, let's get back to it. So we got 10 of Swords. So what comes after this 10 of Swords? All right, so Temperance, boom. So things are going to start to make sense. Things that you once was not understanding, especially you water sign, especially you Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but Sagittarius gets it. Sagittarius gets it. At the 10 of Swords, you know what? I've been through so much. Because think about Sagittarius energy. They carry on a lot of burdens. They carry on a lot of pain. They carry on a lot of responsibilities. They may procrastinate. They may wait till time is up and then they want to make a move. All right. Sagittarius maybe just start a lot of projects and then they don't complete all of them because they have so many tabs open. Think about a Sagittarius phone right now. If you go through their phone, or if they show you their phone, say, let me see your phone real quick. Okay, wow. I just want to see how many tabs you got open. They have 1 million tabs open because they have a lot of unfinished business. But at some point, it's almost like bringing two things together. All right, bringing both sides together, okay? It's all starting to make sense. Whatever you're going through right now, it's all starting to make sense. Now, the thing about it is you probably are in a space where it's just you're by yourself, okay? Thank God many of you have a place where your children can go. That way you can have that sanctuary. That way you can have that space to be by yourself. Something is on it. It's almost like people around you, yeah, y'all may go through whatever y'all go through. Y'all may go through your trials and tribulations, but you still have a support system, or you at least have something or someone, whether if it's a stranger that you just met three weeks ago in a shelter. All right. And this is a stranger. But for some reason, you two together have an energy that's is it follows the pendulum. It's like some of you are with the evil swing or evil twin, but yeah, and together y'all bring chaos, okay? And when y'all worlds come together, things tend to, cause an uproar. And so you immediately go through something because you're still fighting against the universe, what the universe had said. It's almost like trying to sneak around something or sneak around, okay? It's almost like you being in, shout out to Ghetto Nun, being in DU studies, right? And you sneaking out and you going to go do shit you ain't got no business doing in DU studies. So then what happens is eventually you get caught. All right, homing and Toodles. I said homing and Toodles. Somebody got a dog named Toodles. Even if lights go out at, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning, at some point, homing and Toodles, you got to get rest. All right, this is also a place where you will come to and get rest, because rest is healing. All right, meaning you're healing and you're going to a higher perspective when you're going to sleep. Okay, because many of you fight a lot of battles, especially if you're a fire sign. Many of you fight a lot of battles. All right, so right now the battle that I'm understanding and what I'm hearing is the awareness is freedom. All right, destroying the old way of thinking and being and destruction. And how you do that is honoring your loved ones. All right, your loved ones that has transitioned, your loved ones that have went to a whole nother planet or universe, right? They're still the ones that's helping you. They're still the ones that's guiding you, okay? All right, so it's very important that we're honoring them each and every day. Every day that we wake up, you light a candle, you say your gracious prayers, you say, God, thank you. You say, universe, thank you. We love you. All right, and boom. That's how we make things happen. So yes, right now things are uncomfortable. So going to the calmer waters. Think about it. What's an eagle to an ant? The thing about it is, they say that an eagle's vision is so potent that they can spot an ant on the ground. I'm not an eagle. I don't know what that means, but the phrase, what's an eagle to an ant, lets me know a lot. It lets me know a lot. And it says, I have no worries, just lessons and teaching. So right now, you're just going through a spiritual teaching. Nothing. This Ten of Swords is only a lesson. It only gets better from here. Because think about it. This is like, when you get to this state and you get, and I hate to keep going back on this, but it's just like, when this happens to you, when you got the Ten of Swords in your back, when you got 10 of Swords in your back, when you have the 10 of Swords in your back, it's almost, you can't do nothing but rehabilitate at this point. This is almost like being shot 10 times and then they tell you you're paralyzed. And so you have to start a whole, a fresh new start, a restart, a reset, and a regroup. Those are the 3 R's that you're focusing on right now. Now with the Temperance is, I'm going to heal you. This is so much of a healing process. It's not even funny. So it's rough and tough as it may seem. Now, the thing about it is, home intuitives, you're going to find yourself going through shit, and you're going to find yourself, not necessarily you, but I feel like it's loved ones that surround you that could be going through stuff. And so you have to be the open ear, and you have to be the one to just be able to listen. Now, if they do ask for advice and you tell them, well, You know, this is a healing time. This is time for you to just kind of like sit back. They're not wanting to hear that. They're not wanting to hear that at all. You know why? Because they're at such a low, they're at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the barrel way of thinking. That this is a thought process. This is also a conversation. This is also just really going through shit. Things that just happening in the atmosphere. They're just happening. And so it's hard for you to really go down to that level and actually try to speak to them or cope with them or just get them to understand. Or just to get them to understand, you know, exactly where you're coming from or even the logic way of thinking. Some people really do not have that thought process. So unfortunately, you have to love them and cater to them from a distance while you're still focusing on your own healing and your own base, right? Because you got called to the higher judgment. You have a higher way of thinking. You see these two people here? Somebody act like it. And this, let me tell you about this person right here in the back. This person right here in the back, this person is going to act like they had the way of thinking. It's almost like, so this person right here is going to be the person that's going to be like, yes, like, this is what we need to do. This is the steps that we need to take. You know, I've been following such and such. I do a lot of research. You should read. You should read. You should do this. You should do that. But the whole time, this person is not all in. It's like they got their fingers pointed, but they get off the grid too. Nah, this person right. Oh, this person. We don't even. This person's so lost. This person right here is so lost. Like they don't even know that you're having a conversation with this person, and this person don't even have a idea of what you're talking about. This person don't even have an idea. Don't even care to know what you're speaking about. This can go through relationships. This can go through job. This can go through anything. It's almost like you're letting this person know something, but you can't even be mad though. Because see, what happens is you get frustrated. And we get frustrated, and not only do we get frustrated, but we get frustrated because you're like, do you not understand? What are you thinking? Like, what is your thought process? Like, you literally don't get it. They don't. They will one day, though. So it's not meant for you. No. So it's not meant for you, crackers. It's not meant for you to baby them. It's not meant for, it's only meant, you're only meant to just give them guidance. Okay? And help them get through, at least, because what happens is when we talk to people and you tell people certain things, home intuitives, when you're speaking your truth or you're speaking the knowledge or you're speaking that word, when you're speaking the word, not everybody's going to get it. Okay, not everybody's going to get it, but the truth is already written. So sometimes your actions are going to show people. And you have to stop trying to beat people up by your words, homie, too. Because I get it. It's very frustrating. But who are you? Because you were once them. I remember being so stuck one time. Where I was him. That's how I know who this type of energy is. I know what that type of energy, and I know what this energy is too. I know what it's like to be halfway in and you still doing bullshit, or you still doing things with a malicious intent, or you're still doing things that's causing more and more debt, karmic debt, you know, because you can't escape law. And that's what I'm learning right now. And that's what we all are learning at this time too. Okay? And when I say law, I mean it just you know, your divine plan, whatever is intended on you being. Now you are on the plan, but so I feel like sometimes you get off just to dibble and dabble into a little fun. And then like for some of you are being celibate for 2 years. Okay, that's your divine plan. But then all of a sudden you get with a certain loved one or a person that is your quote unquote all be all. Not even. You just, I don't know, something triggered you today, or something triggered you into doing a mistake that really caused you to be able to be in the, Ten of Swords. So now you're at a higher judgment because you're realizing like, all right, I should have never done no shit like that. And you shouldn't have. We all shouldn't have. But how will we ever would have learned unless we went through it, you know? So temperance is all out here. So everything is going to heal. Everything is going to mend itself together. Everything is just going to mend itself together. Everything is going to be equally yoked. It's like it's your loved ones. You're like, okay, I think she get it. Oh, hey, okay, I think he get it. Oh, okay, I think they get it. You know, whatever your pronoun is, not to even go there. But they get it. You know, whoever this person is, they get it. All right, they get it. And so now it's time for things to, okay, boom, you get it. And so now we're bringing on the healing process. But see, what you fail to realize is that during this process, whatever you're going through, I don't care if you're at the lowest or the lowest, you're becoming a star right now. You're becoming a star. Many of you are studying astrology. Many of you are studying numerology. And now you're starting to see how the fortunate events begin to take place. Many of you are understanding that. Many of you are not. And that's okay too. Because this astrological world is so big. It's way bigger than Earth. It's way bigger than driving from from North Carolina all the way to Florida. It's way bigger than driving from the East Coast to the West Coast. It's way bigger than traveling in the United States and the Caribbean, the islands, and Hawaii, and wherever else place, wherever. Okay. Shout out to the UK. Okay, because I know y'all in here. Right? Shout out to Mexico. I know y'all in here too. Shout out to Eritrea. I know y'all in here too. All right, so anyway, so the inspiration is out here. And you're inspiring whatever you do, whatever you're going through is to save another soul. And maybe you were sacrificed. So you had to go through it first in order to save another soul. Now, you may not see it right now because obviously it hurts and doesn't feel the best. And who wants to be in this type of situation, right? Or who wants to be in this type of predicament? But God chose you. All right? So you're chosen. All right? Now, how do you make the best of the situation? Because either way it go, you being chosen is not going to change. It's not going to change at all. It's going to be exactly what it's supposed to be. With the higher judgment, this is your calling. This is your life purpose. It's not going to change. You know, it's literally not going to change. So you either adapt to it, you either join forces with your calling, or forget about it. Now, for those who are saying, you know what? I know this is me. I know I'm chosen. I know this is my pathway. All right, cool. Well, focus on yourself like an only child. Shout out to the great Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to the great Nipsey Hussle because, you know, he's so, I don't know, can't explain it. But he's so mystical. He's so mystical. And he's also always working on his behalf. He's always working to help people open their minds, open their souls to see what life is really truly about. Now, of course, he don't have a mic. He don't have music to be able to sit in front of a mic or a studio and be able to produce work. But, you know, he have people that are speaking for him and, you know, doing things on his behalf. There's a lot of lies and secrets being told. But I think we'll get into that another day. But the main thing is just that focus on yourself, all right, and live like an only child. So there's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. All right, when I say only child, I'm not talking about the only child where the parents is in the room and you're just like great family and, you know, you're just the only child. They come take you in, they come together and they sing you a bedtime story. And no, it's not that. I'm talking about only child, the one that had to take care. They said they had to feed. They said they had to stay at home by themselves while their mom went out to work because they really didn't have nobody. Mama moved them to a new city just to be able to start a new life, a better life, okay? Somebody's doing magic and somebody's magic is working. All right, especially if it's like, because new moon in Virgo is all about the releasing. So I feel like many of you in the world, I don't know what took place, but Many of you all came together in front of the moon. It's just like people around the world all came together in front of the moon last night. So maybe the Virgo moon was visible. All right, so we all grow through life. We all grow through life. I never say go through life. I always say grow through life. So we all grow through life. You either sink or you swim. So many of you are understanding that. Many of you are sinking. And with that being said, you know, peace and blessings to you. And Home and Intuitive is always here for you. All right, we'll never go nowhere. Whenever you're ready to get right, we always leave an open door. You may got to do a few tests. Because we got to still see if you're a real one. Because that don't change. Being a real one does not change. Risings. Being a real one does not change. So if you leave, we just ask that you come back with a real one test. Okay? All right. I really appreciate y'all cash apps. I appreciate it so much. Like, I don't realize that, you know, one day I just woke up, I got into front of a camera, and I just started talking. And then next thing you know, everything just started working out. So I just want to say thank you so much for my cash app, man. Thank y'all for my love and my support. And the thing about it is, the thing about Home and Intuitives, I could not have grown this without, I don't know, I think we had, what, 177? Okay? And, like, as I'm literally going through this with y'all, I'm going through shit too. So, like, when I tell you we in it, that's how I can relate. That's the trick. The trick is you went through it. I can't speak about nothing I ain't never been through. I can't speak about nothing that I've never seen, never heard of. Because that's some fake ass bullshit. And I know a lot of people fake because we are in the social media world. And I know that we are in the social media atmosphere. But I just want to show y'all my love and my support. I really thank y'all so much. Just like you support me, I support y'all. It's so much love. Like, this how I feel about y'all. Like, this how y'all feel about me. Like, I love her, and I love her, and I love y'all. Like, it's mutual. Now I'm a Scorpio, so I can get a little possessive, and I think that's what a lot of y'all want. A lot of y'all want me to possess y'all, but that's not what's gonna happen. I want to better y'all. I want to heal y'all. I want to make y'all better. Now, whenever you gain your powers, your magical powers, which many of you already have, you just need to embrace them. You just need to tap into them collectively. I think this is collective conversations, just real talk. But the Lovers is out here, so this is how I feel about you. This is how you feel about me. So I just want to let you know, like, I love you. I roll my eyes because I'm a tough cookie. I don't always like you, but I feel like for those who are sticking around, you guys are staying, and I appreciate that. So I have to show love to the ones. And for those, thank you for stopping by. I know this may not be your journey. I know this may not be the place for you, but we only have limited seating. So therefore, I do rather you just go ahead and step away, so that the other ones that are meant to come to the Home and Intuitives can be able to embrace this experience, love on it, earn a family, gain friends, gain some knowledge, take care of your health, take care of your family, take care of your lover, take care of your children, okay? Because your children will be around for this in many years, okay? Home and Intuitives will never stop. This will be something for forever. So let's have fun with it. Take care of it, all right, and embrace it. So with that being said, I feel like, oh, also too, many of you are going to be dealing with rejection in September. Many of you are going to be dealing with rejection, all right, and I feel like it's the reason why. Now, you are going to be dealing with rejection, so I must go ahead and, like, let that be known. But there's a way out of rejection. Two of Cups. And rejection is what? I always say God's protection. Rejection is what? God's protection. No matter what. So, not to be on no cocky shit, but it's time to get a little cocky. It's one of those things where it's just like, oh, okay. Well, I realized that you know what? That home really wasn't supposed to be for me because maybe God wanted to see me somewhere else. Maybe that job wasn't for me because God wanted me to be at home with my kids. Maybe that workforce wasn't for me because, you know what, or that career wasn't for me. I know I went to college for 4 years. I know I studied many years. I know I've been in this field for about 10 to 8, 8 to 10 years. But at the same time, I just realized that, you know what, a light bulb just went off and none of this is for me. We respect that. Two of Cups. Now you're understanding what it's like to be free. Now, of course, it's a tough ending. It's something that rough. This is almost like waking up one day and going to the job and say, I quit. I don't want nothing. I don't want to be a part. This is like that energy. 10 of Cups. I mean, not 10 of Cups. Okay, 10 of Cups is coming out soon. But 2 of Cups is how you're feeling now. And a lover is here to support you. And, okay, because, of course, who wants to be going through the 10 of Cups by themselves, right? Nobody. I'm sorry, excuse me. I keep saying, wanting to say the 10 of Cups. This is the 10 of Swords. I feel like the 10 of Cups is somewhere around. Let's bring it all together. All right, 10 of Swords. So, it's almost like you're going through some painful endings. I'm also feeling like some of you are, this is on a deeper level, but some of you are blindsided by, there's something that you love to do. Okay? It's something that made you find yourself. There is some type of occupation. I don't know why I'm seeing dancing. I'm seeing artistry, something painting, something, or maybe you just got you became a higher figure or higher authority in some type of structure or something like that. I feel like that's what that's about. And I also feel like, with the 2 of Cups, I just feel like, this person has been there and they have been through a lot of things that you have been through. And I don't know, it's like love over everything. And I think that's why everything is going to work out the way that you want it to do. The way that you want it is because love is lusting over everything. This is almost like one of those similar situations where you felt like you've done something so wrong. It was so horrible. You've been feeling down for the last few weeks. And this ain't even a situation where it's just like, oh, well, the other person been cheating. No, I wouldn't say that. But, everybody is, till you're married, everybody's doing whatever they want to do, right? So the 2 of Cups, like something that you once thought was like the most humiliating, the worst thing in the world. This person like, nah, I've been through that. Like I've been through it with you, low key, and I feel like you rather just not know because it's just like, well, whatever it's almost like you did, like you really want to question it, but then at the same time it's like, you know what, never mind, because obviously my shit ain't peaches and cream. So, you have the 2 of Cups and you have the Lovers. So this is very synchronicities. Here, there's a lot of synchronicities here. Synchronicize. I don't know if that's a word, but I think it is. All right, everything is meant to happen the way it's supposed to happen. Somebody literally has the power to strip you from everything that you ever thought you had in order to get the attention on them. Because this person has so much of a plan that you're going to follow their plan, you're going to follow their rules and their morals, because I want to say morals, but I said rules, that you're going to understand exactly why it had to be done this way. 3 of Cups. People are helping you, people are guiding you. And it's quite emotional. 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is very emotional because it's just like, wait, what? Right when you thought that you did the worst thing in the universe. Right when you thought that it was just over, you kept fighting. And Temperance was here. Even in amongst of all the chaos and the conflict, you still are going to find a way to make everything happen the way that it's supposed to. With the Temperance card, you made the lie, steal, and cheat. But I would never say this for a good reason. I would never say that, but I will always say, do what's best for you. Okay? With the Page of Pentacles. So you're going to get some type of new ideas. You're going to get some type of new plan. Something that you probably didn't see coming your way. Probably you have no sight, you have no reference to where this is coming from, but it's coming. All right? Yeah. Oh, you. See, y'all remember when I kept talking about that Ten of Cups? Why is the Ten of Cups right here? Because I knew it. That Ten of Swords, it's almost like when you're in a Ten of Swords, one thing I do know about life is that it can get so horrible and so bad, but can always turn your this is like turning your pain into pleasure. Turning your pain into pleasure. Because I feel like in this Ten of Cups, you are forgiven. There's some type of forgiveness here because you became aware. Some people don't even have the capability or the audacity to be able to stand in their awareness. Many people do not have that. All right? Many people do not have that. And I feel like you're going to go back, you're going to come back on this reading and you're going to look back and you're going to be like, yo, she told me this. For many of you. This will not take place soon. Many of you, it will. Page of Wands, but you're going to remember what I said to you with the Star card. And that's what's going to bring you healing and it's going to bring you to a higher judgment. So if you do come across this reading, it is a reason why you came across this reading. All right, there's a reason why you came across this reading. Okay? Because you needed to have a higher judgment. You need to make a change. If you don't make this change, the world gonna make it for you. I know you tired. Like, it has to be quite humiliating. And I don't care who you are. And I don't care what you're going through, wealthy or not. To see people that you never haven't seen in many years. And they give you this look and they just to say like, oh, that's what you're still doing? I knew it. You're going to always be, that's not what I'm going to always be doing, nothing. So use this time as rejection is God's protection. All right? And it's always power in the tongue. Four of Swords, get some rest. All right? Get some rest because the magician is at play. You can't overwork your magic. You have to just do it. Walk away from it. Let it rest. And let it do its thing. Go off in hermit mode right now. Right now, many of you are in hermit mode. Stay in hermit mode because there's a lot of bull crap out here in the world. A lot of Seven of Swords. Trickery, fuckery energy, but you won't get touched. And it's only here to mind fuck you. It'll be gone in a few weeks. And so, you'll be back feeling replenished. Okay, many of you are getting things off your wish list. You're like, how when I'm in such constraint? Many of you could be behind bars. Some of you could just be feeling like, you don't have anything left, or you just feeling like you're stuck. You can't move. You can't go nowhere. And for many of you, holding into it is because of some of the set the bad shit that you've been doing. And it's time to clear that karma. It's time to be a better person. It's time to change. Even though this is quite comfortable, you're quite used to being in this type of energy, but it's not asking you to be in this energy no more. It's asking you to change. If you want the riches now, it's one thing that if you got to do to get, by all means, do what you got to do. But when it's become a habit and this is your way of being, like you rather just not even get to the good side. You rather not even get to the possibilities of life, the happiness, the joy, the inspiration of being inspired, the healing part, the generational wealth, what's better than what you're seeing. But see, you've been down here for so many years and for so long that you think that this is the way of being, and this is not. So you're going to start going through rejection because they got to show you that your past can no longer come to your future. And it's going to be karmic justice, especially if it's your home situation, especially if it's your commitment. But see, the thing about justice is it's only here to bring truth, love, harmony, and balance. That's what my eye energy is here to bring. All right, and another temperance. So you got another temperance, double temperance, man. Double temperance, especially if you're Sagittarius. Especially if you, yes, Ace of Cups. A new cup of love. All right, there's ancestors that's waiting on the other side. They're waiting for you. It's time to join forces with them. You'll see that your process will speed up, whatever you're going through. Many of you may not be able to move past this because you went from the 7 swords to 8 swords. Boom. Because you got to come to some type of awareness, like, goddamn, you can't rob stealing, especially if you're stealing from small businesses. Oh, yeah, you gonna get dealt with. Because, like, man, nah, that ain't even cool. But for others, you have a strategy. For others, there's a strategy. All right, Page of Cups. All right, somebody just tell them what I want to hear. Want them in the car, want it in the bus. Ace of Cups too, both on the bottom of the deck. Wow, 2 Ace of Cups. This is confirmation. All right, confirmation. It's going to bring a tower. It's going to be out of nowhere. Somebody just love you and somebody want to help you because so much that you have done. So I'm hearing like your hard work pays off. All right. Home intuitive. So whatever you're going through, just give it a few more days. How many days is this all going to take place? Be searching, be looking, I'm hearing. Try not to miss any opportunities. 3 days. For some, it's 3 days. Many of you got to go through the higher judgment process. So many of you going through judgment. All right, and then after that, you'll be able to transition. So right now, many of you are going to have 9 of swords. You're going to be stressed out and complaining. I heard 3 days. I said that. 1, 2, 3. So many of you are going to be seeing how things are going to be working out in your favor. People are going to come together and help you. Things are going to start taking place in 3 days, okay? Wow, I said that. So stop worrying. Stop stressing. But you do need to rest. I feel like home intuitive, many of you need rest. Take you some herbs. Take you a bath. Just relax. Wherever you can go get a shower. I know many of you are possibly... hate to say this, but taking baths out of a sink. But that's okay. Somebody's going to offer you a shower. And you're just going to sit there and you're just going to emerge. You're going to let your body just float through it, okay? So, you could have been anywhere in the world, home intuitives, but you decided to be here with me. Because of that, you know what? It's peace and blessings to you. Take care.